What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your internal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. It is Sunday, December 22nd, 2018. Thanks for being here. Keep going with the 14-day health and fitness talk. Today I want to talk about having a healthy image of yourself. Having a healthy image of yourself. What is the relationship that you have to yourself? Like, what do you think when you look at yourself in the mirror? What do you think of your strengths, and especially your weaknesses, your traits, your characteristics? How would you describe those things to yourself? Good, bad, ugly. How would you describe those? So hear me out. If you're ashamed of who you are or how you look, that's an unhealthy relationship with yourself. That's an unhealthy view of yourself. And therefore, that's going to translate throughout the rest of your body. Because, it's like the old saying, you reap what you sow. So if you start reaping thoughts of you're unworthy, you're inadequate, you're fat, you're not good at your job, you're not good in relationships, like whatever just negative things you start telling yourself, that's the thoughts that you're putting out there. So therefore it's going to reflect throughout your body. You'll see it show up, especially in your vitality, in your face. People that are happy, positive, that love on themselves, they just look vibrant. People, it's kind of like a healthy aura that they put out, a healthy vibration. It's the opposite for people that don't have this healthy relationship with themselves. So, if this is happening, I mean, it is a reflection of, having self-worth issues. It becomes a thing of where you try to start changing yourself to satisfy yourself instead of what ultimately I would like to see you guys move towards, which is total acceptance and loving yourself. And that means loving yourself where you're already at. Not, oh, if I just, lose 20 pounds, or if I just learn this skill or get this job, then I'll feel worthy, then I'll feel good about myself. And then I can say that, I can say good things about myself. It's like, no, it's loving all of it. It's even the stuff that, the consensus of society would say that it's a bad thing. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're have some negative characteristic that you perceive about yourself, you got to learn to accept where you're at. That way, when you do go to improve, you're doing it not out of like necessity for like you have to like do something to be better. It'll be out of just that inspiration to want to create something. And that's like when the magic happens, is when you claim your innocence, you accept where you're at, and then it's like having this blank canvas, and then it's like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and create from here. I'm going to create based on inspiration, and that inspiration is going to flow from your heart. It's going to flow from what you truly feel, as opposed to the logic that you have to flow into a certain direction. Now, so the criticism here, right, would be, well, say you're overweight. It's like really, like, I'm 80 pounds overweight. Like, I'm supposed to accept myself like this. Like, I feel disgusting. People, I can see the way they look at me. I'm clinically obese, like all this stuff. Here's the thing. Your belief about how you feel about that came from a learned experience, okay? When a baby's born, they don't know the difference between, fat, skinny. They're just innocent. They just love themselves. So you need to understand that it's possible for you to unlearn these behaviors, to unlearn these beliefs about yourself, that you're not good enough, that you're too fat, and all these things, because they were all acquired beliefs. At some point you started to believe it, and of course you started to believe it, right? Because that's the labels that we place in society, obesity, fat, the media, the portrayals in that. And I mean, there's no doubt that, you'll be a healthier version of yourself, if you were not overweight, right? But the amazing thing is that if you learn to accept yourself, you'll actually start losing weight just from that. The psychology of you loving yourself where you're at is going to help you lose weight. And then the tougher side of love, which is, hey, you know what? I'm better than this. Like, I should really probably take care of my body. Maybe I should go on a diet. But you can be inspired to do that, once you've accepted yourself. So, I came from the opposite end of the spectrum where, I was the skinny dude growing up. So, like, my, belief, my experience was that it was undesirable to be a guy that was skinny, especially when I became tall and skinny, like when I got to college. And so then my thing, became the gym, the weight room, and wanting to get into the gym and lift weights and get bigger. And it's like, then I'll be good enough. Here's the thing. People thought I was crazy because I got to an awesome place where many people envy, the accomplishments that I've made in the gym and the level of fitness that I have. But I still wasn't satisfied with myself, because I still had not accepted myself, prior to the start of that fitness journey. So now that's the lesson that I've been moving through lately. And I'm, it's, I feel like, lessons, they keep coming up, until you master them. I'm sure this lesson's probably going to keep coming up, that maybe it's a thing I'll just have to keep carrying forward. But, I have gotten a lot better about, unlearning those behaviors, about what I believe is considered, attractive, as a man, about, being a big, strong guy. And, just learning to accept myself where I'm at. And it's actually funny because, you see the challenges of trying to unlearn things where I actually already, did get fit, and now I'm trying to accept myself where I'm at. I'm already fit. So you can imagine, like, yes, it is a challenge, to change that belief system, to change, what you feel about yourself, about your body, especially if you're just starting on a journey of taking better care of yourself. But I promise you, the journey will go a lot more smoothly if you take care of it now, and that, you will get results faster, and you're going to end up having to do it anyway, just like I'm having to learn to do it now. So, develop this healthy image of yourself by just accepting yourself where you're at. All right. You guys take care.